The Tea with Jamie Lee. And I have Larnelle with me today because we have piping hot tea. How are you?
Gotta get into something.
Oh, the
I'm
man
good,
is already
I'm
changing.
good, I'm good.
Nice.
I am good. I'm good. I'm doing great.
Are you doing great?
And you?
I couldn't sleep last week though. And I think we should unpack it straight away because you and I have both been like back and forth this week, wanting to tell each other, you know, our sides of the beef, the tea that's happening on socials, in the rap world, in the music industry right now. If you don't know, Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki, why you? Had a little bit of like a thing last week. Megan releases a song called Hiss off a brand new album. She then drops one line. And Megan's law. What happens after that is wild to me. So I'm going to say this. I'm not a Bob. Okay. I'm not a Cardi fan. I'm not a Megan Thee Stallion. I'm a neutral girl.
Neutral, okay.
I'm neutral. I love all of them. I respect them for their craft. And I love that, like, we should be celebrating women in this industry. And I think that, you know, Megan did that 3 years ago. She was saying, like, she is so proud and she's so happy that, like, people like Nicki open up the doors and open up spaces for women in the rap game. Because she is... Up until last week, in my eyes, she was still the queen of rap.
Who?
Nicki.
Okay, so we're speaking past tense.
So we're speaking past tense now. Okay. Up until Friday.
Okay.
Up until Friday, so Meg... look at me, Meg, like we first name basis over here. So
it's Meg now.
It's Meg, okay. So Meg obviously drops the song. And then Nicki goes on this rant. And she does it in the most... unqueen way ever. And that's my issue. That's not my issue. That's my thing. Did you ever see Beyonce?
I was waiting for that.
Here's my thing.
For that.
Did you ever see Beyonce or any person in that position? Because she was the mother. Going online and then on a rant.
Let me grab. You can go, I'm listening. I'm listening.
Now says he has receipts, Daisa. Where's your head at?
Okay. Let me just read to you a line from Nicki's song, Press Play.
Okay.
She says, Daddy was no businessman. Mama was no business owner. They said, why can't you be Beyonce?
No,
they do not come from the same background. Nicki is not Beyonce.
For sure.
Nicki claims herself to be the queen of rap, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now people say she can't do that. She's not the queen of rap. There's Lil Kim, there's Remy, there's Queen Latifah, there's all these people that they say are the blueprint of female rap. Why does Nicki Minaj call herself the queen? She's not the standards of Beyonce. But when things like this happen, why can't she be Beyonce?
Why can't she?
But you were just saying she's not on Beyonce's standard.
No, I'm saying she was. Up until last week, she was on Beyonce's standard. I saw her like up there with all the greatest. But when you go and almost like speak down on people, that's when I'm just like, yo, you'll never see Beyonce get out of character like that.
But she's not Beyonce.
But she's also like on a level of like stardom and fame where you don't need to be addressing people that you claim is beneath you, right? Okay, now take that away. Okay.
So what happens when they keep on, you know, in the 2018 era when she was the bad guy, she kept quiet up until a point. When you're quiet, they say you're guilty. When you speak, they say, why can't you be Beyonce? So what must you do?
So do you think the way that she handled this...
Beautiful.
You think beautiful?
Beautiful. That has always been Nicki. So I don't understand how people saying she should be Beyonce because she was never like that. She's always been interacting with the fans. She's always been active. That is Nicki. That's rap. That's hip-hop. What is this? Do you know what? They brought in Cardi B to water down hip-hop. And now we're at this point.
Okay, are those that's your thoughts, for sure? You think that they brought in Cardi to water down hip-hop? But I love this. I love that, like, we're back into the rap game. We're back into that beef. Because this is some Tupac and Biggie kind of thing.
Thank you.
This is the way it's always
Thank
been, right?
you.
And I love the culture of that. That is hip hop at its core.
I'm waiting for the bat.
But where that comeback, that was not, no, you do not go on a 48-hour rant on Twitter. Sorry. And then you hype us up. You say, 3 days time, I'm gonna give you a track, everybody.
Everybody, what rapper do everybody wait for? A diss track.
But was that
She
a
had
diss track
It was a, okay. It wasn't the official diss track. But it was a, I'm gonna play with you and see if you take the bait.
I think
Then
Nicki
drop
lost
that.
it.
She has not lost it. She did the same thing with Stupid. You were stupid. You were stupid. And then Lil Kim dropped her diss track, and then Nicki Minaj dropped Roman's Revenge. There's my real diss track. Because Nicki needs to be ahead of the game. And why do you think she used the song of Juju? You know Juju?
Mm-mm.
Juicy J? Why she used Juicy J and Juju that beat? Because he gave it to her 6 years ago. He's in cahoots with Megan. He gave her that beat 6 years ago, knowing full well if she's gonna use that beat, they're not gonna clear it for her. And they didn't. And she said, yo, I'm not even gonna use that beat. And they keep on biting it. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to what you said 3 years ago when Megan Thee Stallion said she looks up to Nicki.
She looks up to women in the rap game.
She looks up to women.
Which was, you
but
know.
Nicki, she also, they weren't alive together. Let me just refresh your memory. I wonder if I should actually take it back to Cardi. Should we go there?
I feel like Cardi and Nicki, that was a messy time in both of their lives. Do you want to go back there?
Let me go back.
Go back there.
Okay. Cardi B comes out in 2018, there's Bodak Yellow, nah? And she has Invasion of Privacy. Hit after hit, platinum, alles gaan net lekker. She's just breaking records. Fine. Nicki Minaj tweeted. She sent out the tweet. She said, congratulations to a fellow New Yorker on this breaking achievement. Enjoy the moment. Cardi B responded. She said, oh my word, like, I'm just paraphrasing. Cardi B responded, like, this is so big coming from you, and thank you. Great. Nah? People were already commenting under Nicki's thing. I know she's burning inside. People were already must now. So, the fans and people obviously put women
For sure,
together.
that's the industry, that's the game.
That's the industry, they put them together. Fine. Problems came in with motorsport, with Migos. You know, motorsport when they were on Migos, Nicki, Cardi. Quavo hit Nicki up to ask her to be on the song. He said, Cardi B's also going to be on it. Nicki said, let's do it. Meanwhile, Cardi B goes on an interview and says the verse that you guys heard was not the verse that is there. It wasn't finished. So she's insinuating that the verse we hear today on Motorsport, Nicki changed it. Nicki goes on an interview and she says, due to Cardi B's requests, she had to change her verse because Cardi B didn't like Nicki saying, if Cardi the QB, I'm Nick Lombardi. Basically saying if Cardi's the quarterback, I'm the coach. Now people, that is not a diss. Jamie, imagine, you know I make rap challenges now on TikTok. Now tell me, if youngster CPT tells me today I must be on a track with him, and he says, the king of rap, rapping with the Kaapstad Prince. Imagine he says, Kaapstad King, rapping with Kaapstad's Prince, and I'm the Prince. Is that a diss?
No.
That's not a diss. Cardi B saw it as a diss. Then, she doesn't tell people that she told Nicki to change her verse. She says, the verse you hear is not the verse on there, it wasn't finished. Nicki Minaj said, yo, Quavo, clear this up. People are going to think I'm lying. Why did Quavo tell her? If you were my girl, I would have changed it.
Okay.
Boom. They paint Nicki each and every time to be the bad. You say it was messy. Did you know this?
I didn't know this. And this is good tea to have because, again, we see what we see. We see and we hear what we hear online, on social media, on the Shade Room, on all of these platforms, right? And so, again, I'm taking your word for all of this. I trust that you did all your research. I'm sure you did all your research. But again, coming back to this, because this is what I want to talk about, this actual diss track. It sounds like Dr. Seuss. Big foot, yellow foot, green foot, alle foot.
To you.
And it just, I don't feel like she's in a prime right now.
I feel she's in a prime.
Really?
I feel she slaughtered Megan, and the word plays in that song. It's because people are so... We can't help it that people are slow. If you're slow, you're slow.
The birds are out to play,
If
they
you're
say.
slow, you're slow. And coming back to Megan, there was it. Now, remember, the Cardi B beef is squashed. Nicki and Cardi went back at it. And Nicki said, let's sit in the studio because it is alleged that Cardi B has ghostwriters and Nicki Minaj writes her own raps. She said,
She maybe should start investing in ghost rapping for her distracts. I love you, but that song was whack.
Coming back to, everybody's saying Megan is a girl's girl. Now let me take it back. So she said, let's get in the studio, let's write. Was now because they alleged that Cardi B doesn't have her own raps, nah? Fast forward, Hot Girl Summer comes out. Now Nicki doesn't support female rappers. She has beef with all of them. Megan, the new girl she had albums out, but nobody knew her as Megan Thee Stallion that we know today. Nicki hops on Hot Girl Summer with Megan. They go on a live. In that live, Megan says, oh, Nicki, you're the queen. You're the queen and nobody's going to speak bad on you. And you're the queen. And if anybody got something to say, I'm going to write some-ish. Why did she say I'm going to write? Why did she put emphasis on write? The same way they say, oh, Megan's Law. It could have been for anybody. It was one line. I'm going to write. Why did she say that? Then Nicki goes on the live and say, no, Megan, and they laugh, and Nicki's like, no, you say it, I can't say it, because if I say things, I'm the problem. After that, Hot Girl Summer debuts 7. After that, who does she collab with? Cardi. Now, you can collab with anyone, rightfully so, nah? Just because she did a song with Nicki doesn't mean she can't do a song with Cardi. If Lil Kim's the blueprint, why didn't you do a song with Lil Kim? Why didn't you do a song with Queen Latifah, with Remy, with all that people? Cardi. Okay, fine. She goes with Cardi. How convenient for that song to debut at #1, break records, 8 times platinum. Why didn't she go on WAP with Cardi from the beginning? Because nobody knew who she was. She had to go on Hot Girl Summer first so that Nicki can put her on the map. Why didn't she go to WAP from the beginning? She had to go on Hot Girl Summer first so that the Bobs can be like, oh, you know the Bobs is a strong fan base. So once she gets the support of the Bobs, she's on Hot Girl Summer. Now she's launched WAP, Platinum. We don't need Nicki. Who's Nicki? She calls herself the queen, but we're breaking records.
That's an interesting take to it.
It's so strategically planned and plotted.
But don't you think that is the game of rap, of the industry, where people almost, man, you know this game. You know that people will use you, and maybe that was her plan from the get-go. Like, her team came in and was like, listen, we're going to capitalize, you're going to work with Nicki, you're going to also work with Cardi, you're going to be the girls' goals. So again, I'm neutral in all of this, right?
Listening.
I'm neutral in all of this. And so now people's just tired because, like, Nicki is delivering this now, because you're claiming, again, rightfully up until last week Friday, I was still always saying that she was good, but I just don't feel like, in terms of the song that she delivered the day after the rant, then coming onto TikTok and then almost attacking, attack is a bit of a big word, but like coming for one of her followers and saying like, how dare you, and again I'm paraphrasing here, how dare you say that I've lost it or whatever. People's also saying that she's high, and you know, there's all these claims online, and then you're not a girl's girl at the moment. Like, okay, so now here's just the thing. Then you talk about Megan's dead mom. Yo, don't you think that's below the belt?
Okay, on that. Okay, I have 2 things that I want to say, but let's go that below the belt. So I think once again people are slow. The focus is not on her mother that passed away. The focus is on, you lied upon. You know how someone's like, I swear on my grandmother's that I didn't do this, and I swear. So the focus is on, you lied. Like, how can you stoop so low that you would lie? But it's because it's Nicki. Anything Nicki does, She can't do. Look at the whole intro I gave you, and then you said, "Oh, but we're so tired of that." But we never look at the actions that they caused against. When Nicki reacts, we're so tired of that. Come on, let's move past it. So now, Jamie, you tell me. Let's say me and you are co-workers, right? We're on a radio show. I am your colleague, right? And we smile and yada yada on screen. Behind the scenes, you know what I'm doing to you and the executives above. When we come on camera, we have to laugh. Saldani for your malmaki. And then you reach a point where you can't anymore. And then people are telling you, be a queen.
You think that is where Nicki's at? She's had to smile for so many years.
I believe. Because whenever it's a Nicki thing, it's the media, it's on the news, it's on the radio, it's on podcasts, it's on blogs. But that's the level
she's at, don't you think? Like, that is her status level. Like, she's going to have all of that stuff.
Rightfully so. And like you said, this is the game. They use each other. But then don't say, you're the queen of rap, but you don't have a Grammy. But you guys are rigging the system. And that's not a fair game. And it's irrelevant.
Do you think do you think Megan is rigging the system?
100%. Her song is showing up as ads in Twitter. I've never... The clownery is so in everyone's faces.
This is where you get involved, okay? This is where you get involved. Again, I'm neutral in all of this, but I see and I hear you and I respect your opinion on this. There's a lot of people that feels the way that you feel, and there's a lot of people that feel the way that like.
And that's fine.
And that's fair. And this is what the tea is all about. It's like we're always gonna have two different opinions. In terms, okay, all of this aside, let's just go back to last weekend. Okay. Who do you think won? Fair and square, this is the answer I'm asking you right now. If this was a battle, if this was an honest rap battle, not character, because character, Nicki, she went out of character. We can agree on that, right? We can agree that that was out of her character to go on like a rant. Jy het geslaapie. You went on a live.
You see, that's difficult to ask me because...
You're a Bob.
I'm a Bob. But I'm not going to condone everything. Like, there's some songs that I don't think is my favorite of her. But I feel like you can't police how someone must react. That's just my personal... You can't police someone. And I am 100% sure she has all the receipts and she knows stuff.
Okay, so that's your opinion. In terms of who won the battle of the songs, because both is now streaming. Meg is #1 in the iTunes US charts. I saw that Nicki also said that hers is trending somewhere and hers is also streaming.
They actually tied.
Are they tied?
They tied at a point. They tied. Chart Data posted it. They even tied, and the one person has heavy label pushing, has a music video as well, and the other one made it up in a couple of hours, and she still broke records.
You actually should have waited a little bit.
No, I don't think so.
But apparently this is not the end, right?
She did that to prove I'm the queen of rap. She did it to prove that with all your antics. And tell me, she released Cobra. Why wasn't Cobra making waves? If she's so quiet, why wasn't Cobra making waves? Why his? Because Nicki is attached to it.
But again, it was one line.
It could have been 5 lines, 10 lines, 1 line. I don't care how many lines it was. Everybody's so over this 1 line. That was so whack.
But it's a one whack line that got her out of a character, that literally got her out of the Twitter streets, out onto a live, making a diss track in 3 days' time. Whether that diss track is...
breaking records.
But again, that's the thing of this game. It's going to break records regardless, whether it's good or bad. People streaming it because they want to hear what she has to say in response. On the opposite spectrum of all of this, people still looking like, yo, that was a bad song, though.
Actually, people, as soon as it dropped, it's bad. As soon as it dropped, it's bad. they put Nicki on such a high standard that whatever she does, they don't even know what they want from her at this point because she's the queen. And yo, to me, I can bop to that song even. I can bop on a diss track. You can't one flow on all your songs. You can't bop to that. She makes songs. She makes a diss and then it's a hit.
Listen, this is the tea with Jamie Lee Larnelle. We're going to have to leave it up to the people. They're going to have to decide, are you Team Bob?
Oh, by the way, can I end this video
No?
by saying Nicki saw my video?
What?
Can I just say so? I got Nicki's approval. Thank you.
What?
So I actually wasted my time over here, but yeah, I can
Wait,
show you.
wait.
I can show you.
Show us the... When Larnelle said he came with the receipts, everybody.
I compared her to Maleficent, and I said I saw parallels. This is Nicki Minaj's Twitter, right? Her likes.
I feel like we all need to post your what? The man!
Look at the views on Twitter. 90,000, 55,000. I can go to Instagram also because the biggest bar page, celebs.
I like that.
Love Nicki Minaj. Reposted my video.
That is insane.
Walk with me, guys. Walk with me.
Okay, so if you don't know him, give your handle to the people.
At Larnelle Lewis on Instagram and at Larnelle on TikTok. At Larnelle Lewis on YouTube.
Okay, so again, we're going to have to settle this. You get involved. Let us know what your thoughts are. Tag us. Are you Team Bob? Do you think the diss track was whack and Nicki is out of character? Or are you saying, you know what, Megan Thee Stallion, no, you're done, you're gone for. Let us know. The tea?
Get up on your good foot.